yellow building on the corner to your right, the old Key West Armory, dates to 1903, and it would once house the Island City Rifles, the Armory from 1903. Ahead on your left, a little white picket fence. Soldiers that died of yellow fever epidemics on this island in the 1800s are buried here. But in 1920, the bodies are moved to Pensacola, Florida. That is a children's playground until 1991. In 91, bones uncovered, a grave discovered. The marker is now on your left. They would rededicate it as a military burial ground, so nothing is allowed to be built on that land.
They had a playground on
Houses in these neighborhoods are built very close together. You can even find homes behind these houses in the middle of our blocks. These early homes are built by the ship's carpenters. We did not have trained architects and designers, and the carpenters are master craftsmen with wood. They are building their homes the same exact way they built their ships. They would use mortise and tenon joints, tongue and groove, one plank made to fit into another, drill holes through them both. You put big pegs there to keep it all in place. It would give our homes give and sway in the high winds of hurricanes. These early homes could bend and not break. Now, if you're wondering why not use nails, they are made of metal, could not be made here. They have to be imported. So they're heavy, they're in short supply, thus they're very, very expensive. So they built their homes the same way they built their ships. And mortise and tenon joints still work well to this day. The houses still stand in great, great shape. Yes, they do. The neighborhood we have entered is called the Meadows. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and you get to find so much different architecture that has been brought to us from around the world by the travels of our ship's captains over 100 years ago. Now, with all this different architecture, the homes look different but have one feature in common, and it's the roofs. When you look up top, can you see how they're all made out of metal? Well, the original metal used here would be tin, and there were two big reasons to have tin roofs. One was the collecting of clean rain water. We didn't have running water till 1942 when the Navy first brought down a freshwater pipeline from the mainland, so before that, our drinking water was rain. Hitting the tin roofs, it would easily flow down into cisterns, cement holding tanks next to or even below the homes. Well, what did we have before the tin roofs? Wood shingles, a great big fire hazard, wood burns, fire prevention reason number 2. In 1886, a fire starts at 2 in the morning, burned for more than half a day out of control, and Old Town goes up in flames. 5 or 6 buildings in our business district survived. They were the ones that had tin roofs. Government has mandated metal roofs since then. The problem with tin is it will rust. Most of the roofs that you see today are aluminum or galvanized steel. They do not rust. They will last a whole lot longer. And I head into a quiet zone for a block and a half. I'll be back with you in a moment. Un momento, por favor.
Everybody hear me okay? Yeah.
Tour today. Off here, that's the mangrove trees. Behind them is Newtown, the newer part of the island. Over 100 years ago, the bigger Navy ships could not make it through our shallow waters to our port. The Navy would widen and deepen the ship's channels, collecting tons of moral, sand, coral, seashells, much of it dumped into the shallow water to your left, and in the sun's rays would become hard as cement. It is the U.S. Navy that doubled the size of the island. Originally a mile and a half wide, 2 miles long, but today, mile and a half wide by nearly 4 miles long.